everyone, Pam DuBois in Real Estate TV, and today I am super excited, grateful to have with me Keith Dickerson from Illinois, and he's with Compass Realty, and he's going to share with us real estate and what's going on in his area, a little bit about his background information, how he actually got started in real estate, what's going on in his real estate world. So Keith, thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. So what are you currently, well, first tell us how you got started in real estate. You've been in real estate for 25 years is what you were telling me.
Yeah, 25 years. So there's a lot to tell, but I got into real estate kind of the unconventional way. I got into real estate on a dare. So at the time, my wife's grandmother needed to sell her house, and long story short, I referred an agent, as any great people should do. Always remember to refer your agents. Went to refer her, and she said she thought that I would be great at it and that I should do it. And I said, well, I have a full-time career and a job. And she's like, well, you can get your license at the time. Here in Illinois, now it's 75 hours. At the time, it was like 40 hours. So I could take a 1-week crash course. And she said, she's going to sell, she's going to buy. You're looking at making, roughly $10,000, and $10,000 at the time sounded very, very good. So I took the class, took a 1-week crash course class, passed my state and federal the following week, got all signed up. The following weekend, listed her house, sold her house in a day, then found her house 4 days later. And I thought, well, this is the easiest job in the world. I might as well just try to stick with it. So fast forward 25 years later, and we're still here.
I love that. The easiest job in the world.
Easiest job in the world. How naive was I back in 1999?
Right. I guess it's as easy as you make it, right? And
yeah.
It's all about what you think about it. But yeah. What are you currently seeing right now that's going on with real estate in your area?
I think like the rest of the country, we're seeing very low inventory of listings, an overabundance of buyers. So you shift your marketing a little bit to try to see what you can do in that market. Multiple offers still happening in Illinois. So I'm just outside of Chicago, about 35 minutes in a town called Naperville, Illinois, which many people have heard of. It's a very, very popular town in Illinois. We're just seeing, we're seeing, even though with rates going up, home buyers are still eager to buy a house because rents are through the roof. So they even with the rates being up, they can still purchase a house and have a mortgage for less than what they're renting. But it's trying to get the sellers motivated to sell, which is harder since they're locked in at 3% on their house, and now they have to buy now at 6 or 6.5.
Right.
Yeah.
Good point, because they don't want to leave that interest rate that they currently have.
Yes. So there's a lot of remodeling going on instead of moving.
Yeah, people want to stay because the interest rate makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the inventory is low. I think that's one of the reasons why the inventory is low, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think it's which came first, the chicken or the egg, and it's going to take the sellers to start listing and have some sort of motivation to list and sell their house in order for this market to just get back at a what I consider like an even pace.
Yeah. Are you seeing any price reductions at all?
Some. I mean, we're seeing because of the amount of multiple offers on houses and stuff, we're seeing people that are unrealistically listing their house too high. And then finding out that yes, it's a great market, but it's not crazy. The buyers are not being crazy,
right.
And it still has to appraise out. So yes, now we're starting to see that. We're also seeing a lot of sellers not preparing their house for sale, so the houses don't look as nice as what they did.
Right.
So we're seeing that, but in certain price points, it almost seems like it doesn't matter, but But yes, I think buyers get a little choosier of what they want to buy, especially if they're going to be paying a lot more than they were a few years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, is there any specialties that you actually do, like your niche, first-time home buyers, listings? What do you currently do?
Yeah, I used to be listing heavy. I used to carry like a 60-40 listing side, so 60% listings, 40% buyers. That has gone down because inventory has gone down. So we're more buyer heavy. So which is difficult because there's not a lot of listings to go after. But we have like I have a couple agents that work for me, and they're more of the niche. My fiance Brandy, her niche is more first time home buyers because she comes from an educational background. She was a teacher,
Okay.
and I think she enjoys still the education of new home buyers, and she's got the patience for it. Whereas 25 years into the business, sometimes you start losing the patience a little bit. But she's very patient with them, and she's perfect to work with them. She definitely loves the education aspect of it and how this works and what they need to do, and she's the hand holder.
Yeah.
Sean, he works primarily, but not exclusively, but a lot with veterans. Uh,
Okay.
so with police, firemen, military men and women, that sort of thing. So that's their two niches. Mine is pretty much running the team, working with my class of referrals, distributing the leads as they come in. That's kind of my role. So I
Okay.
tell everybody, if we all stay in we stay in each lane,
Yeah.
we're not going to get into a car wreck. We're gonna continue going down the road.
Yes, I love that. So what are you, as we do this video right now, what are your thoughts as far as doing videos? Are you currently doing videos? Is your team doing videos? How are you marketing?
So we're just starting. So we're so my I'm lucky enough that my son graduated this past year from Ringling College of Art and Design with a degree in 3D motion design. So,
Cool.
all those really cool pop-ups that you see and all these uh, great graphics that you see in videos all over the place. Uh, what we're starting to do is we're starting a YouTube channel that just talks about Naperville. And it's called Living Local in Naperville. And then underneath it's going to be eat, drink, uh, be real estate underneath it. So
Wow.
what we're going to do is go around, and there's a lot of that. I think if people YouTube it, they see a lot of those videos.
Mhm.
But we're going to make it a little bit different. It's I think some of the YouTube videos are really, really long
Mhm.
when you watch them. So we're going to be more specific. We're going to interview different restaurants. We're going to interview because Naperville schools are so highly coveted and highly ranked that we're going to talk to a principal of a school and see why they should choose Nequa Valley over maybe Naperville Central, and little things like that, dog parks, and just have that kind of that fun vibe, because Naperville is a very unique, very family friendly town.
Okay.
And once people move here, they just love it because there's so much to do, and so we're gonna focus on that. But then we're also doing a separate set of videos that we're starting in our marketing, which is just YouTube ads, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram video ads, which is going to talk about, if we can't sell your house in 30 days, we'll buy it, or any incentives that we're doing or whatever it may be. That's going to just be in front of people, because I think, YouTube right now is the second largest search tool next to Google. And of course, Google owns YouTube.
Right. Right.
So those two connected, I think we'll be able to grow our business more organically instead of trying to constantly spend money on continued touch points with our clients and continued money on lead generation. We want to
Excellent.
move stuff more organically.
Yeah, excellent. You see it. So many people, so many realtors right now don't see it. They don't want to be in front of the camera. They don't want to do videos. And you know what? the old way of marketing has changed definitely. Everything is online, right? So if you're looking for a product or service, you're going to go online, look for it. And it's the same thing with a realtor. If you're looking for a realtor, where are you going? You're going right online to see what their presents are. If you don't know them, if it's not a referral, they're checking out online to see who's got that online presence, because that's also how they want to market their homes if they're thinking about selling. So if you've got that online presence,
Yeah.
right. I commend you for seeing that and knowing you're going in the right direction. And I love what you're talking about as far as content and
Mhm.
sharing, what's going on in the neighborhood as far as the restaurants and stores and stuff like that. And then also speaking with the principal of schools. What a great idea. That is excellent.
Yeah, I mean, what we're seeing is people, at least in our area, are doing a lot of videos, but it feels like the new age glamour shop videos, of
Yeah,
the team, and the wisping of the hair and the sitting
right.
in the tub.
Right.
I commend them for doing that. That's just not who we are. We're not you know, we're not the Dickerson team of Naperville Heights or something like that, some like reality show.
Yeah.
We really want to give good information. I have so many contacts. I know the restaurant owners. I know all the managers. I know, many of the principals. So use that connection and use that friendship that I have with them to because I know if I'm looking for a place and I have kids, I want to have a source to go to and say what is different between Naperville Central and Naperville North, because I'm moving from Texas and I have no idea where these are located. I have no ideas what they provide. I have no idea what the average GPA is. I have no idea what the hallways look like. I have nothing. I have no idea.
Right.
And I think when most people are moving, their number one goal, especially if they have children, is to figure out the school systems first.
Right.
So if they can hear it directly from the principal and see how great the principal is and their staff, it gives a heads up to them of what their child is going to be walking into in the fall.
Fantastic. That's such a great idea. I commend you on that. That is such a great idea. And I love that you're doing videos because it's so important right now. Any
Thanks.
other special information that you want to share with us? How about this? So you've been in real estate for 25 years. Tell us, what is one of your best stories?
Oh gosh. Um, well, we've had a lot. We've had some really kooky stories and fantastic clients, but also some clients that you just you know have to kind of shake your head and do, really. um,
Right.
oh gosh, I worked with a guy that was an
Yeah.
investor. We walked into a old farmhouse.
Mhm.
He was going to take that and redo it into a beautiful new looking farmhouse. It had
Yeah.
quite a bit of land. And long story short, that the house had been boarded up for a couple of years. And that winter, we were having temperatures here in Illinois that were like 20 below, 30
Mhm.
below. I mean, it was brutal. And I walked in. We walked through the house, and we walked into the kitchen, and there's a cow that was standing up in the kitchen, completely frozen.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, frozen to
A
death.
real cow?
A real cow. Yeah. So that was different.
That was very different.
That
Oh
was
my
very
goodness.
different. And I don't work. I mean, for those that don't know Naperville, I don't work in like a farm community, but this was out west further. And he's like, okay, I guess But the good news is he bought it, cow and all, so he got the cow out of there.
Wow.
um, yeah, we've had those. We've had people not buy a house because they had a 6-foot fence, and a lady referred to coyotes that they can fly. They said, you understand, coyotes can actually fly up to like 50 yards. I said, I don't think coyotes can fly. So she didn't buy the house because she was afraid the coyotes were going to fly into her yard, pick up the dog, and fly out. Um,
Oh my goodness. Wow.
yeah, so we've had those. Yeah, but I will say the majority of our clients have been very fortunate that are very good people. They have become great friends of ours. We hate to see them move when they move out of state. So real estate evolves. for everybody, and the longer that you're in it, your focus and your enjoyment changes. So
Yeah.
yeah, my enjoyment now is working with my past clients, remembering when I sold them a house before they had kids, and now I go out there and they're like, oh yeah, Tony just went off to college, and I'm like, wow. So it's that's a fun experience as I'm trying to coast out of this business here in the
Right.
near future.
Coast out of this business. Yes. Yeah. But not until you actually help those clients with their kids buy their own houses, right?
It may happen for sure. So we're in the process of starting a team up in Michigan because that's where I'm originally from, and then keeping a small team here, and then Brandy and I are thinking in the next 2 or 3 years we may go somewhere else and start a small business there, maybe Tennessee, Arizona.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
have
Where
the three small teams. I've had the large team before. I've had up to 15 agents. I don't ever care to have that ever again.
correct.
No, I was psychotherapist and
I can imagine.
social analyst and bartender and
A
everything.
marriage counselor.
Marriage counselor. Oh yes, a lot of couples counseling. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed it for a while, but afterwards I was like, yeah, no, I just this is not for me. I mean, God bless the agents and the teams that can create these 20, 25, 30 agent teams, and but that's not for me.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. I can, yes, only imagine what goes on with there. Well,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
so grateful that you actually took some time out to be with us today. Please, if you can, share your information if someone is looking to get in touch with you, if they're looking to buy real estate in Illinois or, Michigan or wherever you actually are going to be doing business. We'd love to hear more of how to get in touch with you.
Okay, pretty easy. So again, Keith Dickerson with Compass Real Estate. I try to keep my websites easy. So you can either go to dickersonteam.com or you can go to keithdickerson.com. Either way, you're going to find us. My cell number is 708-341-2076. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook. I would love to find some followers from this, and one of the things I love doing is giving back. So if people have questions for me, please follow me, send me a question. I'll be more than happy to answer anybody's questions. I don't know everything, but I do have some experience that I can probably answer 80% of it.
Okay. Is your YouTube channel up and running yet?
It is not. My son's working on it right now.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'll
And
shoot you a message once we have it.
okay. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Because then you can post a video on there if you'd like. But again, grateful that you came on here with us, and we're going to share this. We're going to brand it and share it with our audience out there on our social media sites. You guys, if you like this video, if you got some value from it, please subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, Dream Real Estate TV with Pamela DuBois. And again, thank you so much, Keith, for being with us. We are grateful that you're here with us today, everyone. You guys stay safe, be blessed, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.